something. Oh, wow.
Oh, make sure you don't got your AirPods.
Okay, I turned my Bluetooth off. I can hear you. It might be my AirPods in my pocket or something going on. It's that night. It's one of those.
Yeah, we all have them.
Yeah.
Part of the game, baby. And shout out to the crazy ass niggas talking about trying to fix the light. And everybody know that the ring lights are there. So we're not gonna sit here and try to go through trying to hide it. Everybody use ring lights, nigga. Come on. So we're not gonna even put all that effort into it.
What you talking about?
They know who I'm talking about. That's a subliminal. That's one of them. If you know, you knows. They know who I'm talking to. Management. Shout out to management. So what you got going on, man?
Man, I was trying to kick it on the Bowtie Behavior podcast. It's like I done rented a space, I rented a venue, and like it done rained.
Oh,
It done rained or something, but I'm still here for 30 minutes. One time I turned the baby shower to something else.
I mean, what you talking about though? You talking about like what you talking about?
I'm saying the topic tonight was in-law behavior.
Yeah.
And it was I'm not using these. It was in-law behavior, and we were just talking about the do's and the don'ts, and just different things, you know. Cause I know some of my Facebook friends are in-laws. They have kids with spouses and girlfriends and boyfriends of that nature, and we just on the Bowtie Behavior podcast. We come kick it and just share the do's and don'ts, because a lot of stuff people don't know. And like episode 1 was cookout behavior. I didn't know it wasn't a great etiquette to, like, you bring some wine over and don't nobody drink your wine, you know. All right, now y'all holler. And I learned that you don't supposed to do that.
Oh, you an Indian giver.
Like I was hearing something about some macaroni and cheese or something last night. So your macaroni and cheese don't get touched. Like, do you take it back? Like, because maybe your folks like it at the crib. I don't know. Do you take it back?
That's kind of low budget though. That's like if I bring a 12 pack and nigga only drink 4. It's like I be like, all right, y'all, I'm finna dip. Like, well, shit, y'all ain't drink all these. Let me get these Amazon, take these 8, or even if you try to take half, like okay, I'm gonna take 4, leave 4. Like, you might well just go and leave them. Like, unless you're the last person to leave. Like, if it's like your mama house or something, like what you brought ain't nobody touch, or it's a large enough proportion to take.
Yeah.
Like, boom, okay, now, because at that point, let's say I'm like, I'm leaving early in the party. We don't know if folks want to make a plate to go. We don't know if niggas want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if folks want to make a drink. They might need them Cokes. They might need that macaroni to make that plate. Like, so by you taking, okay.
I'm on the cleanup crew.
That's a small fry one. Like macaroni baked beans. What if you bought the ribs? Yeah. Or like the chicken. So it's like, I'm going to take the rest of this chicken home? That's low budget.
Yeah,
but it's different story with different folks though.
I learned it was some Sprites. And they wasn't touched. And I was on the cleanup crew. But we like I said, and we learned, and I learned. And the next cookout I go to, like, I went to a party one time. I took the wine. I mean, I took some rosé. I didn't want to show up empty-handed, but everything was, hey, it's a spread come through. So I brought the fantasy football draft party, and I brought it, and I was like, yo, before we go, I taste that.
Pause.
I couldn't.
Pause. But go ahead.
I couldn't stop.
Can I take that? Wow. Crazy. But go ahead. Before we go, pour up or whatever. But I felt a little dirty doing that. Like, hey man, you should. if you said, yo, before I leave, and I taste that, you should have felt dirty. If that's what, for real, like, even if I ain't like, no, like, okay, if that's what you thought, that's wild. But nah, but liquor is of the exception.
Okay.
Liquor is of the exception because if I bring a bottle, a half a gallon of Hennessy and all, let's say only drink half. No. You can't expect me to leave this half a bottle of Patron, half a bottle of Hennessy, even a quarter bottle. Like liquor, you can't expect me to leave this here, right? Like you got to know if I brought like, you know what I mean, the Crown with the handle, and we always like halfway through, you got to know I'm taking this home, right? Now, now the etiquette is, to me, is to all like Alpha and the dip. Y'all want to hit this? Everybody straight before I go? But I'm announcing, hey, this finna go. Like, you feel me? Yeah. Liquors are the exception. I think you could take liquor and any other non
perishable.
I say edible.
Oh,
food.
Edibles.
Like not even edible, because edible could be something else. Like anything that you like, anything other than what's this on the food pyramid, you can take that with you.
Okay. See, Christian helped me out with that. Sprites, no, but and I didn't ask to take it. I was just like, yo, let's pop that. What is it? Champagne or something? I don't know. I thought I don't even drink.
Yeah.
So I thought I was doing something. I had a $40 bottle of rosé.
Oh, you bought the Bel Air joint?
Yeah. See, I don't even know the difference. But yeah, and I didn't even take it with me. I was just like, yo, let's open that. You know. But
for sure he an Indian giver. For sure.
Listen.
I just said that before you got on here. That boy is taking it back. That boy is crazy.
I learned that on episode 1. So that sets the standard. We're learning. And then Hersh just gave me some more. Like I learned that liquor is different.
Alcoholic beverages for sure. Like for sure I can take my alcoholic beverage. Unless it's like, oh, Jim's trying to get on. Hey Jim, you can't cuss though. He got the Jesus Walk podcast. So we can't cuss on here.
I'm able to send invite. Man,
Jim, you had to leave out, like close Facebook and then open it back up. Hold on. When he come back on, send him a request from the chat.
No, I got it. I sent it from the second half.
I'm on, man. Ain't got no Android, man.
Yeah. I sent it from the second one.
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah. All right, that was the first episode. We're gonna have to run that one back.
Okay, hold up. Can I respond to Christian real quick?
Oh, go ahead.
Christian, okay.
Oh yeah, I mean.
You can take the alcohol back. Okay. You can leave it, but you can take it back. I think alcohol is more subjective to who house it is, who barbecue it is, like, and what's your relationship. Like, if I brought something to the party, then I stay to the party over, and then I got like a bottle and a half left, I'm taking my liquor personally. Unless it's like my sister, or I'm like, I might leave the half, take the whole, whatever. But I think that liquor is more subjective to the relationship of who barbecue this is. Like if I go to a barbecue, if I go to one of Gino homeboy barbecues,
right,
if I go to a barbecue with Jim and this Jim homeboy, I'm not leaving my bottle at Jim homeboy house. I might leave a bottle at Jim barbecue.
Yeah, it got to be like auntie.
I ain't leaving it at Jim homeboy baby mama barbecue. No, that's out.
It got to be family for me.
Yeah. And it depends on kind of liquor too. I ain't tripping about if I bring a bottle of Amsterdam, y'all can have that. That's crazy. Patron going with me.
It's going back.
Mama going with me.
Yeah, because I'm still drinking that.
Even Crown going with me. I bring a big bottle of E&J, go crazy. But I bring anything near shelving up, going with Papa home. We finna get rid. Never mind. I'm like, hey, I got you. I
give you Sunday. Hey, check out the Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told.
Pod TV, the whole little thing.
TV network. Truth Be Told network.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I did a Hersh.
What the hat?
Yeah,
the hat. Yeah, man. You know, So what's up? What's the topic for tonight? Because I got to go pick up my baby in a minute.
All right. Topic for tonight. In-law behavior. And when we speaking in-law, we speaking girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatnot. In-law behavior.
I already know what you're getting at.
What you mean?
When you say in-law behavior, you saying like they should know their place.
No, I'm saying, all right, this is the Bowtie Behavior Podcast, and we just go over different behaviors, different situations. Like I said, her just schooled me. Well, Christian's debating that, but her just schooled me. Hey, in this setting, you could take, your liquor bag. Yeah. So we're gonna. All right. Let's say, how would you react, you two gentlemen? How would you react if you go to your lady's parents' house and they have a picture of her and her ex, like on the fireplace or on the coffee table, John?
That need to be taken down.
It depends on what kind of picture it is, too, though.
They need. Hey, the only way I accept that if they like looking through some pictures in a book and they pop up. But if it's up, like,
wait,
this the real one right here. Nah.
Let me ask. Okay, wait, hold on, wait. First of all,
I ain't gonna say nothing. But
if this the first, like you said, I go to her house, meaning like this is like my first time going or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So boom, if let's say this is the first, or this is the first few, like let's say this is the first visit. Boom, first visit I go over there, I see a picture. I ain't really tripping because I mean, what am I gonna say if this is my first time going over here? And then this ain't her house, it's a folks' house.
Oh, you ain't gonna say that.
I am gonna ask, like, but I will say this: it depends on what kind of picture it is. Let's say it's her grandma's house and it's her high school prom picture. What you gonna say about that?
Yeah,
but if it's just like a picture of like a random barbecue during a random summer and she was sitting on Cud's lap or something, or you know what I'm saying, something crazy, then it's like, that ain't even necessary. But if it's like graduation and her ex cap and gown picture, you know what I mean, that ain't really, I ain't tripping on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that happened to me before, and of course, I was in high school, and it was a high school picture. But it's
can you really trip in high school, though?
It's said about me.
Like in high school, can you really trip, though?
No,
like,
house. Nah.
She ain't even paying for the pictures. Like, like in high school, we can't trip by high school. You was a jealous.
I didn't trip.
Like, you went back that far, bro.
No.
High school don't even count. But I'm saying you gotta think, Gino. I mean, I mean,
you gotta think like being grown. Like, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't dated.
He
I haven't dated as an adult.
Hey.
He don't know nothing about nothing.
Y'all say we can't cuss on here. So look, I was gonna say like, man, it's really messed up if like he messed over your daughter. So you know you ain't finna. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no picture. What that picture doing up? And he done cheated on her about 4-5 times. Come on, man.
So you mean tell me if you go to your girlfriend's house for the first time, her mama got a picture of her ex up, you gonna feel a certain kind of way because what's in her mama house?
I ain't gonna say nothing.
But you gonna feel a way.
After she just told me and they know he played them. He done played her, like throw it in under the bus, bro. So you still gonna have that picture right there in the living room.
I'm saying, but you gonna feel a certain kind of way by that.
Are you gonna be answer my question? So you still gonna have that picture in the living room? After all that?
I don't know. To me, I just feel like that's a thing to where that's where the beginning of what the topic is. Like that right there, if you look at it a certain kind of way, that could be the beginning of the bad energy and bad blood between you and the parents at that moment right there. Like if you look at that the wrong way, or you like you WTF that, it's like that's the beginning of you don't rock with them and you're going like now, you know what I'm saying? Like you already drawing a line in the sand, like you feel disrespected by that picture. So now it's up. Especially if you don't say nothing.
First time over.
Listen, it ain't on her now. You might need to shut up because you spark a fire her ass hold on, man. You talking right now, man.
I can't hear Jim. He
Yeah,
sound like a
what you say, Chris?
about what?
Oh.
If you go
Okay.
of your spouse
My
parents'
bad.
house and they got a picture of them and their ex.
If I see, okay, so my mom got all like my prom pictures up. I married my high school sweetheart, so all those pictures was up. And then, I mean, I don't say nothing. That's the past.
We ain't
And
going
those
back. No. Y'all gotta stop going back to high school.
okay.
We're talking about like right now. Yo, ex-husband. You feel me?
Oh, so we took all those pictures down. We put them in the box and we gave them to our daughter.
All right, then. Now we in the nitty gritty. Now we talking. This what we talking about right here. Them pictures supposed to be down, bro. For one,
So
you ain't gonna say nothing. But
wait
like,
a minute, Jim. So
Hey,
this is
he
like
bringing
it's
that.
a
Jim got that he say she say energy.
Jim, you
Hey,
see, then you see
sometimes
like
you
this.
gotta take your bow tie loose. It's okay. Yeah, just don't take it too
Is
loose.
this a sensitive topic for you, Jim?
let me take it out there. Let me take. Hey.
Okay,
Wow.
so and then that's really over my grandma's house. Really don't nobody say nothing to grandma when she was living or whatever like that. She has all the old pictures, but like once we not together no more, I kind of take all those pictures down. I box them up, or I give them to the child that came out of their unit.
Ooh, I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question that's on topic but off topic.
Go ahead.
So let me ask y'all this then. How long after you break up with somebody do you erase that person pictures out your phone?
Immediately.
Off your Facebook.
Off my Facebook.
Ooh,
I don't know about
social
that,
media.
Okay, I can share.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all on that. I ain't got time to do all that. That's too many pictures and shit. I ain't got time to do all that. That's petty anyway. The past is the past. I don't believe in all that. But if you still got pictures up, or you got pictures up, or you got pictures on your Facebook wall, all that, hey, you need to take all that down, boss. We ain't going like that.
Damn,
we ain't going out like that.
I think I don't know for sure. So you saying you ain't got no pictures or no exes on your page?
Come on, Jim.
No.
Live.
Hey, I made a new page.
Oh, so that's what you do when you get in a relationship. You make a whole new page.
Hey,
a whole new one, baby. A whole new life.
It's too many to take down. Now I will share this with y'all because I shared this with my wife last week. I be scared of profile pictures.
Yeah.
With me and my wife.
Why?
You scared of them?
Because I was looking at one of my partner profile pictures. I was gonna mess with him at work, and it was him and his wife, and I was like, man, what if a tractor just run him over? And then what if a tractor just run you over? And then we pray y'all, we sing y'all good, and then your wife gets remarried, have a child or whatever, and you just sitting there with her on your profile picture, and she got a whole husband and new family and everything, and you just in there. No rest for the wicked. I wouldn't be able to rest.
What? That's so crazy. But you
First of all, if you did,
because that was y'all together when you was alive. So who cares?
Yeah, and if you dead, ain't nobody going to your Facebook page no more.
They do. I still go to people's page that died.
Yeah, they do. They did to me.
It ain't enough people going to your page to
Y'all
worry
did
about.
to me.
It ain't gonna be enough people going to the page for you to worry about. Like, it's so many people seeing you with your wife. Like, it might be like your mom.
He laughing now.
The only folks that's going to that page already know you dead.
Hers, y'all just did it. Y'all just did it.
So look, I'm gonna be messy. Do we got Facebook? I mean, do we got internet beef? Let's turn my boy page up. Do we got internet beef or what? Nah, just playing. Some internet goons on me right now.
Talking about last night?
Yeah.
I'm saying the group chat is like we got beef. I don't know. I might be making your page. I'm hot. I'm hot right now. They ask me, son. I got ops.
If you take your bow tie off, just hold it in your hand.
Got ops. I got ops out there. Why they ain't say he say, we say, she say? There's everybody. It's a whole Cash Money is an army better yet a Navy.
I ain't know nothing about this, but
yeah, up. they up.
So Christian, so if you would go to your spouse's house and the picture of the reunion, the family reunion about 12 years ago, and they got a little family picture, John, and shot it like right there, you know, hugged up. You cool?
Yeah. Fine.
Listen what y'all saying. Y'all talking about 12 years ago.
Yeah,
look, I said something. Look, I said something about that internet beef. We up to 10. You better follow the algorithm, baby. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah.
No.
But listen what y'all say. Y'all talk about back, like, anybody really even on that? Like,
and I delete all my pictures anyway. I delete everything.
The devil's just
like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you go to my mom's house, my grandma's house, and my auntie's house, like, you gonna, like, in my case, you gonna have to be a very
strong person,
strong, secure person, because it ain't really about my exes, but I do have multiple mothers to my children. You might pull up and it look like a whole WNBA solo shot. It's like the WNBA team with pictures in there, but you can't be like, take them pictures down. You feel me? It'd be a lot going on sometimes. So it's like, if you mad about some pit, like, I don't know, you can't really be. You got to be more secure. You got to be secure enough to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to your girl house and your girl got a picture of her old nigga by the nightstand, or your girl got a picture of her dude hanging up by the fireplace. That's what the smoke comes. So you can't control your mama house. Red. And then for real, even if I had a problem with it, I would feel I would be insecure about looking that insecure to where I tell her, hey, I don't like that picture. She got to go now. She got to go convince her mom and dad to take down a picture that's been up there since high school.
I'm going to tell you what mama say. You need to get up out of that relationship. He's somebody he controls.
Yep. Hey, that's a sucker.
Hey, the first month cool, but about 3 months down the road, I expect everything to be out.
Yeah, you Ike Turner with it.
Everything should be gone. I mean, they might have forgot. You know, it might have been a mistake.
Okay, so look. You want her to take down the picture of her prom date? No. The person that took her virginity, first love.
That's crazy.
3 months in, like, you might not even last. Like, so your relationship 7 months. Now she done burnt just to prove something to you. She done threw it in the fireplace.
Yeah.
3 months in, 90 days in.
What about furniture? What about furniture you had with your significant other, and then y'all move in together? Do you get rid of the furniture, or you buy out?
What kind of furniture though? Bed out of here. Bed out of here. Don't even play with me.
Breakup behavior. That 1 week we're gonna wait till it get cold to do that.
Okay.
Nah, breakup behavior. Nah, yeah, you need to. Yeah, you gonna be
cuffing.
When it get cold, that's gonna be cuffing season behavior. Because ain't nobody breaking up when it get cold. The holidays around the corner, baby.
I mean, I feel like when breakup time shit, I mean, like, I don't care about nothing. It's time to start over.
So
that's right. You starting over.
I had a segue into one of my other questions. Are your children's grandparents on the same level as in-laws?
Huh?
I think
are your children's grandparents, is that like the same level of you having an in-law? Do you treat them?
Oh, get that.
Do you treat your child's you're not together? You're not together with that child's mother, but do you kind of treat the grandparent like an in-law, like a mother-in-law, like?
Oh, do you continue the relationship with them as if you was with
them?
No, they just my cheering grandparents.
No,
they want to, but
I give them respect, but I ain't no extra. Just
I don't know about your business.
I don't know your birthday. I ain't doing all that on Mother's Day. Like, I ain't saying Happy Mother's Day to my baby mama and to her mama and to her mama. I ain't doing all no.
I don't know y'all.
Ain't no granny talk.
No, I ain't doing that.
You come.
I'm gonna be nice and be respectful, but
that's right.
We ain't finna play like we ain't finna play family. We ain't finna.
So you not taking me Lorraine to the the grocery store?
Oh, what?
You know what?
He said,
I will.
Lorraine.
Bye. I'm gonna recant my statement because if Miss Lorraine was really, really sweet and kind, I can still give Miss Lorraine in-law privilege. But if you was borderline kind of acting funny while we was together, you was already voicing this kind of stuff, you might well be dead.
I'm really not sold on the sweet stuff no more.
Nah,
What?
Lorraine, like,
I'm not sold on people being sweet no more. They be playing that role, but they be really crazy.
Miss Lorraine is like 90 years old. She be praying for you. You to cry.
And mean as hell. But I still respect it though. Don't get me wrong now. I respect my elder to the utmost. But I know how they get. They still whoop your ass. Look, I mean, my bad. But they'll still get on. You know what I'm saying? Give you that spanking.
He's trying. All right, hey, what, and y'all can answer in the chat. If you're in the chat, what would you do if your mother-in-law was at, all right, Christian, your mother-in-law at your crib babysitting?
Oh boy,
that's not gonna happen. You gonna, I'm just hypothetically, your mother-in-law at your crib babysitting, and you come back and she don't wash the load of clothes. How that?
Okay. So you had it.
Her own clothes.
No, your clothes. No,
I feel uncomfortable.
She washed. Hold on, wait. Say it again.
She
washed.
Mother-in-law at the crib, at your crib babysitting. Y'all, went out on the night, and she at the crib babysitting. And you come back and she don't wash the load of clothes and unfold them junks. A load of y'all clothes.
For me.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, but then at the same time, like, don't be questioned about nothing that you feel me. Don't ask nothing about nothing now. Like, I just did what you did. Ain't nobody asked you.
Hey,
nobody asked you,
just don't bleach the color clothes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she grandma, she know how to wash, but I'm just saying, don't be asking like, don't be talking about like, no, ask about no little freaky little panties or none of that.
So ain't gonna be how would you deal with that?
Ain't gonna be no.
Tell her. I'm gonna tell her.
Oh, she gets suspended for that?
She ain't gonna be at my house. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
I mean,
she helped her, right?
You know what type of mother-in-law you got now?
No.
Yeah, dude. Because some of them, I think half of them ain't gonna touch them clothes.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good one to wash your clothes, like, bro. They gotta be a sweet lady, bro. You gotta understand what a sweet lady is. You shaking your head, but you don't know a sweet lady. A lot
of females say that's a line stepper.
Yeah, because there's a lot wrong with a lot of females. Females don't like to do nothing.
What you had said?
I said a lot of women will say that she overstepping the boundaries. Like Ashley said, that's too much.
That's too much.
She doing too much. But I guess guys. All right.
Hey, Gino, she might be trying to tell you something if you got clothes everywhere.
That's right. She
in my house. She raised her son like that. Yeah.
And see, that's another reason that I think a female would take, kind of offense to that. But I mean, like I said, it's according to how locked in. All right. What if your father-in-law buys your child a pet? A hamster, turtle.
All that is overstepping boundaries.
I had to be a hamster and a turtle.
Who gonna take care of?
Because I ain't gonna say Rottweiler or nothing, but
who gonna take care of those animals and pets once they leave and go back home and they ain't taking the children with them? That's out of order. Especially if you don't want me.
If I don't like that pet, it ain't going home.
No. We're gonna take it to the pet store, back to the store.
No, we ain't gonna take it. We're gonna let father-in-law keep the pet over there. We ain't taking that pet back home.
No. I'm just saying, like, for Christmas, y'all pull up.
No.
Y'all pull up for Christmas and the baby, you know what I'm saying?
Not a baby.
Papa got me a turtle.
Not agreed on the turtle. We had to agree on the turtle. Then they can bring the turtle over.
Yeah, so that's line stepping as well. What you think, Hirsch?
It's line stepping over.
I heard, but I heard. What you talking about, the pet?
Yeah, father-in-law by hamster for the baby for Christmas.
Oh no,
and
he can buy whatever you want to buy.
It is how.
I told you.
No,
He can buy whatever you want to buy. He could buy Madonna. So
it's long as it's in his house, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because you can't buy no responsibility for me to take home.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
The only way you doing it, you gonna have to buy the dog, the cage. You gonna have to supply the food. You feel me? Like you gonna have to. This is your dependent. Yeah. You ain't finna buy no like cute little puppy that's in the home with me. You chewing up my podcast cords.
Hirsch.
What?
Hirsch. All right. What happens? Your child's at your father-in-law house, and he cuts the little boy hair.
Who? Like my son? Like right now?
Your son. Not. I'm just.
This is a real hypothetical. My son got long and mysterious hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying not Kate.
But let's just say hypothetically, like my.
Shout out to my Nick.
Wait, let's just say I was married to my son's mom, which I was. Shout out to my ex-wife. Let's say we were still married, and her folks cut my son's hair. For sure, especially with like daddy, uncle, cousin, any male figure, for sure, it's an automatic fade. We gotta catch the fade. Like, it ain't even so much about the hair, but the hair got a lot to do with it. But it's about the fact that you overstepped your boundaries, and you felt like you ain't respect me. Like that's a drastic change. Like if I drop my son off with dreads and come back to a drop fade, we definitely.
I ain't talking about with dreads. That was
I don't care whatever I drop him off with. It better be what he had when I come get him. And you, me, and your daddy gonna have to fight, pacemaker.
I'm finna leave off there. I can't hear y'all.
All right.
Yeah, pacemaker. We gotta get it up. Because that's just overstepping boundaries. At that point, to me, if a male or a step or whatever was to do that, that's kind of like a you trying to show your dominance type thing. Like you might be his daddy, but I'm her daddy type thing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And he gonna be right on over there by himself with you.
Oh, I thought. My bad. My bad. I thought it was a request. I'm sorry. I don't know how to. I'm new to this. Okay, Christian. So the baby hair come back, braided up, everything. Weave in it. What?
No.
She spent the night. They had girls' night.
No.
So what do? Do you say something? Or you just take it down?
Yeah, you say stuff.
Do you tell your spouse to say something, or you directly go and say something?
Depends on the scenario, but first I'm gonna let my spouse handle his parent, right? And then, sometimes people haven't come to that maturity where they're able to confront their parents on certain levels. So I won't be a part of it because I can talk to my parents about boundaries because I sit with my parents. So if they don't do it and do stuff for me, I'm gonna have to speak up for myself. But I'm gonna lose respect for you too.
Yeah.
And you don't like me to lose respect for you. Because then I start fooling with you. I don't really like you no more. You pushing me to a place where I don't care about you like that no more.
Okay, let me ask a question then. Since you say respect, and I'm gonna keep it on general topic. Can the lack of a mate, like your mate standing up for you or siding with you in a situation where you right against their family, could that be a reason? Like could that make you lose respect for them?
Almost definitely. For me, it makes me lose respect. It makes me feel like I'm by myself, or you're not really with me, you gonna always choose them. And I think that maybe that's who you need to be with.
And I go back to a quote from happy birthday, young dog. Happy birthday. I go back to a quote from Young Dog. Wrong or right, I'm busted. Wrong or right, I'm busted. If my wife, if she's wrong or right, I'm right.
Yeah. And should. And then we deal with that when we get home.
Yeah.
But when we together, it's us against everybody else.
Okay, good. That's okay.
Because it's leave and cleave. You see what I'm saying? And if you got a problem with leaving, you keep on cleaving to the folks, then you really ain't in that maturity where you really just stand on your own without them.
I think that's a lot of people's problem. Is like the whole, like you said, the leave and cleave. What people don't understand is when they in them situations, and like you say, you got a problem leaving or cleaving with your family to your mate or mate to, like, you got to do it either way. It's no getting around it. Like, either you're going to do it with your family, or or you not doing it, it's gonna cost you your mate. Like,
that's right.
We all get to a point where it's like, bro, like, and I've been in a few relationships where the relationship was great, but it was the family and the business, or it was the fact that you couldn't really, draw that line, or you were scared to draw that line, or hesitant to draw that line. And for me, that, like you say, was lose respect. That's where my respect starts to willow away, because at this point it's like, okay, cool, I see what it is. It's like, and I'm not even finna compete with that. Like, to me, that's something that person got to make a decision on their own. You got to make the leave and cleave. Got to be a self-inspired decision.
I think it's a form of maturity. I think it's a form of growth, because now you just out here by yourself, and since you out here by yourself, it makes your relationship grow, because now y'all trust each other. That it's just y'all, and that's where the leave and cleave come. And if you keep running back to, the mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if
you really ain't ready to be by, you ready.
Leave and cleave thing, to me, I say, for me, to a man, that makes me feel like
you trust.
That's what you do to make me step up to do all that shit that's listed with the things that a man should do. Like, if you trusted me to be the man, then I have no choice but to be the man. That's that good pressure. Pause. That's that good responsibility. Like, that's that good weight on my shoulders. Like, man, like, not only are they expecting, like, she's trusting me to do it.
Because family gonna be family regardless. You can fall out with mama, you can fall out with your daddy, and eventually y'all gonna be back together anyway. Eventually, because you have to sometimes you got to set boundaries with parents, right? Because
hey y'all.
They continue to treat you like a little kid, until you able to grow and say, well, I'm doing all this by myself. This is now my family. I'm trying to be with my family. This is who I'm growing. We growing my family. Yeah, I love y'all extension of who I am, but now I'm doing my own thing too. And until you can get to that,
real life baby mama house run on Gino Live, but keep talking. MTV Cribs. This is how I'm living.
Don't do that, cuz. You give a chip and run for your money.
What y'all think? What you think, Gino?
What about?
Yeah, like I said, it's wrong or right. It's wrong or right. I got the ride, and then when we get situated, is that? When we get situated, I'm like, hey, you was a little wild for that.
When we get home, it's Friday.
Yeah, right. like you say, it's right or wrong for sure in front of everybody. But then we get home, like, if you wrong, we get to the crib, that's what I'm gonna tell you wrong. I ain't gonna correct you in front of people. It's gonna be like, hey, like, you was out of pocket earlier. But that's later. Right now, in front of everybody, it is what it is. It's up.
Your mama know I love her.
Okay.
So,
hey.
So let me ask y'all this then. So how long is, like, what's the appropriate time for, like, the other person, or for you to expect the starting of the leave and cleave mentality? Like, how long of dating should you even, like how long do you date before you start to expect the person to start to I'm sorry. I just reached out. She walked right. That's crazy.
Now I know I preach against not not having the wedding day be the day that everything changes. But I don't know. I'm kind of lost with that one.
Come on.
Because to me, it's like when that person becomes your wife or that person becomes your husband.
Or
But
fiance, you already gradually. I think when y'all become fiance, y'all heading to that, so we ready to jump on over that broom.
yeah.
Then I expect, you already showing changes or setting. You already been setting boundaries or whatever like that. But like serious boundaries when we gonna jump that broom, like.
Yeah.
Yo, how do you? Oh, I know what to do. Hey, listen, I'm about to go out, pause, and then add me back in.
Okay. I'll look for that at the bottom.
Get out of here. I was telling her, you get out of here.
Oh, okay. All right, I got two ladies on the line. Would you rather a guy that treats his mom kind of rough, or would you rather a mama's boy if you had to choose?
I like you this mama a little, because I like a little. So I like a little. No, I feel like I want to have majority of the influence on the way that we raise our kids, how we do things in our house. So I feel like if your mama always got a whole bunch of influence, it can only be one queen. So if she got more influence, if anybody got more influence, I mean, you gonna get on nobody.
Right. My last two relationships, surprisingly, both of their mothers were deceased, so I didn't have to deal with neither side. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to choose, and that come with a issue in its own self. So like, I don't think that's like a better choice, but I would want you to have respect for your mom. Like, I wouldn't want you to like hate your mama, because I feel like if you like don't have a good relationship with your mom, then you're not gonna have a good relationship with women. Like, you're not gonna have that respect for women. But I don't want your mom to be like in control over you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it needs to be like a good balance. Like, you need to be able to speak for yourself, do for yourself without your mom being on your neck, or you gotta call your mama, confide in her on everything, or she's in our business. Or she running our house. You know what I'm saying? Like Krisha said, like, I want to be the queen of the house, not your mama.
Cause I want him to respect his mama, but I don't want him to be so entangled with his mama. Like, well,
that's why I said you had to choose. Like that will make it hard.
Respect her. I want him to be able to respect her, but outside of her every beck and call, you got to get everything solidified and approved by whatever she say. Whatever I do, it's a comparison. With my mama, I don't want.
Well, that's your definition of mama's boy?
Yes.
Shout out to Hirsch for the 50 stars, man. I don't really like in-laws. Says Hirsch. Shout out to Hirsch for the 50 stars.
I can't say that I don't like in-laws. Like, I got some pretty good in-laws. I think everybody in here, they kind of little ups and downs, but it does make it a little bit hard on a relationship in comparison.
Hirsch sent 50 more stars, so I think I got. When you send a star like this, I have to read it. Make it hard. Pause.
He said it made the relationship hard.
Make it hard. Pause. No, yeah, you said something about make it hard, and Hirsch wanted to say pause. Okay. Yeah. So Christian, what's your final answer on that? You rather?
I don't want a mama's boy. I don't like it.
No mama's boy. And Cassius, you. I mean, do y'all believe that when they say a man treat his woman like his mother?
I think men are drawn to women like their mothers.
Right. I think it can have some influence. Like, I feel like it can have influence on the way that you might look at women as a whole. Not necessarily. Well, but also too with traits as well. Like, you might go for a woman that's more like your mom.
I think most men do. Or if they despise their mama, they'll go for a woman that's the opposite of her.
True. Mm.
Yeah. Hers, I think it's the box on the bottom. We had thank you for the stars. Thank you, Christian, for 100 stars. Thank Christian sent.
Yeah.
Christian started 3 weeks in a row with it. Well, she tried to send last week, but that
Hey, what is
what's
that?
name? And Hurst done sent both weeks in a row. So I appreciate y'all, man.
You know, my dog, it's all good, man. You just know what I'm saying. Let it keep adding up. You get
Hurst.
about 10,000 more of them, boy. You might be able to buy you the microphone jack or something. I don't know.
Hurst, daddy's issues or daddy girl?
I take the daddy girl over daddy issues.
Okay.
Would you have
a daddy? I'm gonna tell you why. Because a daddy's girl just gives you a set standard that she expects. Daddy issues might be something I can't fix. And then, like, so let's just be real. All daddy girls just like super materialistic, be spoiled and all that. It might just be like the attention of time. Like you just that can be. Like I say, a daddy's girl, you can match that. Daddy issues, it might just be might have to call Christian. Like it might not be nothing I can do for that. Then what?
True. Which one y'all think worse? Like, a woman that has daddy issues, or a man that has mommy issues? Like, which one do you think affect the person like more? Like each, you know what I'm saying? Like the different genders. Do you think it's like equal? Like if like with the girls and the men.
I think it's equal because trauma is trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and they both giving hell.
Right.
You say that I'm coming from a counseling standpoint. It's still the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different.
Well, me coming from a guy that made A's in sociology and psychology before I dropped out.
Sit down.
Before I dropped out of
I'm with
college.
you, Gino.
I really think it's the same thing. I think like a dude with mommy issues is the parallel scenario with a female with daddy issues. Because it's the same way like the man, like a girl's dad is the first man that shows her that type of love. It's the same thing with a man. Like your mama's supposed to be the same, like the first woman to show you that. So the same way that dude having mommy, daddy issues, whatever, parental issues, or have a nigga in the streets, in the gang, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing that a girl not having a daddy and make her be like the set out freak or like the stripper. It's like if you don't have that type of love, like you look for it in different places. So now, like I say, you ain't got your daddy, every little boy to tell you he love you, you know, you buying into it because you ain't never heard it, or you like that's what you're looking for. Same way a little dude to go out and join the gang because you don't feel like you got that family at home. So this is your family. If you got the issues, you're gonna substitute based upon what you're looking for. So I think it's really pretty much like to me, it's the same. Mommy issue, daddy issue is the same. It's just the gender roles.
It's still gonna have it.
It's gonna affect you in a toxic way. It's gonna be something toxic that formulate either way.
Right.
That's right.
The toxic can
Unless
be a
you got
different
like
situation, but it's still toxic.
Oh, this is a Bowtie Behavior podcast. Sometimes you can come on with your camera off, you know what I'm saying?
And for FYI, you can just tell that Eric got on here late because I was on here earlier with my whole camera on and the whole little thing.
Yeah.
Who said that, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know she gonna say, so hey, what you want?
And Hershey's had his Bowtie Behavior on tonight, and I really appreciate that. As we wrap up, I Hersh, your old lady, dad sent her $1,000 for just because it's Tuesday. You cool?
My dad.
Her real daddy?
Yeah. Not a sugar daddy. I'm
about to say if it's her biological father, he sent $1,000 just randomly. That's what's up.
Okay. And she said, man, I want a new MacBook. I want a new MacBook. And he's like, it's not in the budget right now. And she hit her daddy up. She's like, your daddy, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. too. Can I have a MacBook? And he sent her $1,000. Is that you cool?
Yeah. That's her dad. Like if he want to buy her a MacBook, then
I
but that don't go
I
like
think
go
that
crazy.
bothers some men though. That you not letting me see you later, bye. You're not letting me be the man. You ain't letting me take care of you. You using your daddy to
Only way that would bother me.
respect me. But
Only way,
for some men, that is a problem.
the only way that would bother me is if I discussed with your dad, like, or we was having to talk about it, like at dinner, and you said somebody starting the podcast later on the night, and then your dad was having a beer, and I told him I'm about to buy a MacBook to help her boom, and then he tried to beat me to it.
That's it.
Then I'm like, not be tripping. But if it's just like
you trying to
your
undermine.
scenario, you offer it. I mean, you say something, I don't got the money for it. Your folks like your daddy or whatever, buy it. Well, buy it.
Well, I know some people, some dudes have said, "Oh, well, you acting like I can't take care of you, or I'm not, I ain't good enough for you. You ain't like you can't do this or something like that, or I can't do it. Like I ain't good enough."
If it ain't in the budget right now, it ain't in the budget.
No, because I'm
But
gonna
that's her
ask my dad.
dad.
I'm going.
That's a benefit to you. It's not in the budget.
Okay.
It don't affect the budget. It's help from the outside. It's a investment from the outside.
Okay, you come home, and you come in the kitchen, and your mother-in-law done made your husband his favorite meal, and got stuff. Then threw it down. Gave her baby his favorite meal.
A whole spread.
Whole spread, because he was feeling down, and she know what cheer him up, like Mama Biscuits.
Okay, Marvin.
So is that cool? I mean, because that's kind of on that level.
I'm finna sit down and eat too.
I'm finna sit down and eat now. I ain't gotta cook.
And thank you.
Everybody fed.
So that's not.
Because I'm finna tell y'all what my husband complained about it. Because my cornbread is not like Miss Mabel cornbread. Okay. And that cornbread is so good. And I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna eat it.
But she's using that to comfort him, right?
That's fine. I'm gonna comfort him in a different way that she can't.
The marital bed is undefiled.
Indeed.
Okay. So that's not overstepping boundaries, something like that.
I don't care if they come up in here and cook. Please cook for everybody.
Now, say, for instance, she came in cooking. She throwing all my stuff out, probably talking down on the things I got. That probably would make me feel some type of way like that. Like you coming in and you intruding space. Like, yeah. What this is? Ooh, you tossing it out. Now, that probably would make me feel some type of way. Like, whoa.
It's gonna make me feel no kind of way. I'm gonna say, look, this causes high blood pressure. When you eat all of this food, this causes diabetes.
Oh, Cassius, you weren't on here yet. If you went to your boyfriend or husband's house, parents' house for the first time, and they had a picture of him and his ex in their home, would you feel a certain way about it?
How you feel, Cash?
And it's my first time meeting them?
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of picture, because my granddad had a picture of my dad and his prom date at his house. You know what I'm saying? So there's something sentimental, it's prom or an event or something that was special for you. I wouldn't care nothing about it. That was there before me, and it's my first time meeting y'all. So what kind of influence could I have had on you? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you should take the picture down because I'm coming over. Because I might be a pass to go.
He said take all the pictures down. 3 months in a relationship, he don't want to see no pictures of no exes. At the mama house, the cousin house, sister, or the grandma, Jill had came on her and went crazy.
Yeah, you can't control that though.
Crazy.
I appreciate Jim. I appreciate Jim and his input. Because, like I said, I'm a Jim fan because a lot of guys think like Jim. So Jim represent for
Jim just gonna,
because I want to know how Jim will feel about this laptop. I'm gonna get him to put in the comments and something how he'll feel
got that money.
about.
Oh, Jim gonna go and buy the laptop Cause
Nobody laptop.
Okay, he got
Jim
it.
for sure cashing out on the laptop. For sure.
Oh,
cash out. He don't mind tricking. I see it in his eyes and he don't mind.
I'm weak.
do y'all think in-laws have favorites? Anybody in the chat there's a that is a parent or somebody that has a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a husband? Yeah, you're of that ilk. Oh, Chris, you close to being an in-law parent. I'm saying you have a.
My children no kids until I'm like 60.
They don't mean they're gonna have kids for them to be married and
I'm
have.
trying to hurry up and get no married.
I'm talking about your oldest.
I don't want him to hurry up and get married. Nobody.
I'm saying you're the closest than us.
Oh, okay then.
So,
Let me shoot you a bird offline.
no, you younger than me. But
Yeah, but I have 18.
What was the question?
Yeah, let don't crack. I forgot it. Hold on. What did I ask? Oh, I was asking about people that are going to be in-laws or are in-laws. How did they are they gonna try to do things different?
Yeah. So I've not had great experiences with in-laws because I've been married 3 times. So what I would say is I know to stay out my kids' business. Like I'm not gonna be in a relationship. I'm not gonna be interfering with a child rearing. Like I really don't care. Like I plan on like going to like different countries and doing my own thing as I get older.
Right.
So I really ain't worried about what I'm gonna tell them, look, this I already don't put your hands on my child. I don't want my child to put their hands on you, but you already know how they is. This how my child is. You either gonna be with them or you ain't. I can't control nothing what they do. Y'all got to figure that out on your own. I don't need no extra pressure. I want to live my latter days. Hallelujah. Will be my better. Okay, so that's what I plan on doing. Cause I've been a mama since I was 18. So I don't want to be in nobody's business.
Right. And sometimes I think the moms be more. Well, I won't say that dads really don't be in the business. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that dads be protective of like their daughters and stuff like that. But like, well, my parents, they're pretty both understanding parents. Like they're not like that. But a lot of times I do see like where moms be more involved or cross the boundaries.
You gonna do my baby like my baby. You I ain't
right. They don't do no wrong.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be in that business. I'm like, good. Right. I don't care nothing about whatever going on. That's y'all business.
So you ain't gonna let her come tell you what's going on.
Begging for no money. I ain't gonna be doing none of that begging for money. I ain't doing none of that.
Do for me.
I ain't gonna be calling nobody. I ain't calling saying none of that. That's their business. Right. And they money and however they spend it and whatever they do, long as they ain't busting each other across their head and abusing each other and somebody end up in jail. Right. I don't care. It ain't my business. I ain't calling them in the middle of the night. I ain't calling them to come see about me. They ain't got to call my phone.
Right.
Okay, I got about one before we wrap up. Would you resent your in-laws for childhood trauma that your mate expressed to you?
I say no.
If it's not dealt with trauma, yeah, and don't call me telling me giving me no advice about no churn because you ain't did no good job. Shut the hell up, talking.
Oh my God. I wouldn't hold that against that person because I feel like I have an understanding for the fact that, say for instance, yeah, your parents might have did something that was traumatic for you, but a lot of times if you take the time to talk to parents or your parent per se, you can learn a lot about their upbringing, and it be generational and it be passed on. So when you actually sit and try to understand the situation, you probably your answer might be in your parent or their story might make you look like, oh, this why X, Y, and Z, or why you was like this. Not saying to make the trauma go away, but you're a little more understanding to the situation.
And everybody does not do better. Some people, they just continue to cycle. Some folks say, well, let me sit down. I want to make sure I don't project that onto my kids and do the same thing and keep it going. Some folks don't have the know-how or or the willingness to change the dynamic or generational trauma, and they just emulate the same thing. You know, they live, they learn. They don't want to say I'm gonna do the opposite.
Right.
So will I? Yeah, yeah. For me, yes, yeah. I'm not gonna like you. Deep down on the inside, in my heart, no. I think you're a piece of crap. And now I got to deal with this.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, to get an understanding, um, because sometimes you can misunderstand something really like and really dislike someone's parent because of their childhood trauma.
It
And
depends on. To me, it depends on what the trauma is. If it was like let's say it was a thing to where you really couldn't balance your time, the time and the money thing, where you wasn't really good with balancing time and money, so you was a great provider but wasn't the best nurturer. So now my old lady just hella needy.
Yeah,
That ain't really that's something I can deal
awful.
with. But
For
let's
me,
say like you was the alcoholic daddy that used to beat on her, cause I'm like I'm at you. Like even if I can't get at you, I'm at you. If you was the like say you ain't used to beat on her, but you used to beat on her mama. So now she just super timid with me. Like yeah, I think it just depends on the trauma,
it does,
like or what or the effects of the trauma or like the
because
root of it.
everybody different. You know, some people are combative based on physical abuse. Some people are timid and docile and scary or needy. You know, it just all depends on the person. So
But I also think that we got to get to the point of understanding of and a point of grace and a point of acceptance that at this point everybody coming. I mean, it's been like that. Everybody coming with some trauma.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, the issues that we have, or the dislikes, or the red flags, so to say, that we have with people is not really a flaw. It really is trauma. It really is. This is the underlying issue. Like I might be a firecracker. I might be like, like off the handle with the temper, but that comes from somewhere.
It's a
So
coping mechanism.
yeah,
It's
it's a coping mechanism, it's a defense mechanism, it's a knee jerk reaction, it's PTSD, it's all the
yeah,
above.
right.
So it's like I think the more you into the person, the more you want to make a relationship or a scenario work, the more grace you'll have for it, the more understanding you'll have for it. Like, and I think if you there with that person for real and y'all on that type time, it depends. Like if it's a trauma that we can work through together with your folks, I'm with that. But if it's a trauma that's like smoke worthy, then I'll be with the smoke too though.
You know what? For me, sometimes that stuff gets exhausting, especially if you've been in multiple relationships. And I think that you continually attract a certain type of person based on the need or the healing that you have, or you're the opposite of whatever trauma they have gotten, and they're drawn to you. It becomes exhausting, man.
But you know what though? Appreciate with that. I think that when I'm a firm believer in opposites attract. I do believe in the evenly yoked theory, but I believe more in the opposites attract. Like we have to be evenly yoked to a certain degree, and we got to be opposites because if I'm super needy, then the person that's gonna be a perfect fit for me is gonna be somebody that others would consider super clean. Like most dudes be like, man, I want to be up under me and want to such and such and calling me all day. But if I'm like a needy dude, that's the kind of chick I need. Like so, even something that might be a headache to one person is a blessing for like the other person. Somebody else
But the
looking for that.
opposite attract hurts. For some reason, seem like them people don't be wanting people that you be like, you be with
Because
me.
because they're not embracing
Like that.
because they're more on the evenly yoked way. You more on trying to find your perfect match. And really, to me, perfect match is boring. Like we both like to sit in the house all the time. Like who's gonna be the one that say, let's go on this trip, let's go outside, let's go out to eat. Like yeah, eventually it's cool if you. I mean, yeah, it's cool. But I was in the house eating hamburger helper dolo.
No, not no him.
I'm just an example, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, if I'm in the house all the time by myself, I need to get with somebody who's gonna pull me out the crib.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
Because
Macaroni.
eventually, I mean, you can get used to that, and that's cool at first because it's comfortable. But I
Uh-huh.
mean, we all know that comfort wear out with every scenario, bro. With every scenario, I think if folks was more on the, the opposite attract more so than the, and I ain't trying to speak against the Bible, but I'm just saying more so than the evenly yoked like thing. Because like I said, evenly yoked could be principles, morals, and so forth and so on. But your interests, your hobbies, the things you like to do
When
will
you
make you tick, will make
compatibility,
her tick. You know what I'm saying? You still need some
that's
compatibility to even get
that's
together.
right. So you can
But
be
the interest and the such and such can be a lot different to
that
just keep
person.
that thing spicy.
You can be equally yoked, but you still not compatible with the person. And
Yeah, for sure.
so when you're not compatible for, that's when the enemy comes in. It fit morally, spiritually, but physically, emotionally, personality wise, sexual wise, it doesn't fit. So then the enemy comes in and be like, you need to go and get out of this, even though it's fit spiritual. But you
Oh, you
know,
said don't
I
fit. You mean,
said
never mind. We say that for Wednesday.
I said, I said, but it fits spiritually. It may fit spiritually. It may fit morally, but physically it doesn't fit. Emotionally it doesn't fit. And I said the enemy comes in. But another thing, if we talking like biblically or religiously, you know, we only here to do what God wants us to do in the earth. It ain't about what we want in the realm, the physical. That ain't.
Exactly. And then when you got something that fit a certain, it's yoked together,
Yeah.
but it don't fit on any other level, and that's when you bring in, well, she fit this that 20%, and that's the 80%. So, and, and that's how it happened. But yeah, I mean, you have to, like, if you have to like, my wife is the nice one, and I'm the not,
You
No,
nice
not
too.
I'm nice to
no,
y'all don't understand.
no.
Because I have to be the one to be like, no, don't get in that type, you know what I'm saying?
Not the
Don't,
Gino.
don't get them out all our toilet paper, don't do that, And we fit like that, so it's cool. But hey, I really appreciate y'all guys, and y'all really showed some people that thought y'all can't be on serious
We
topics,
be on
and
our best
you know what I'm
behavior.
saying, like, you know what I mean, and
Who
my
said? Who
my,
said?
my
Who
guy
said?
Hirsch,
Who
Discreet.
said we can't be on serious topics? Cuz.
the
Oh,
street
you know
said,
who said it? The street
the
said we
streets,
not about
but
anything.
that's not for this pod or this, but but this
You know,
crew, I mean, this is a diverse crew, and
We a
I
diverse. We a diverse group, bro. We can talk about.
somebody
We can get on whatever, but we also.
not
I
serious
mean, we also gonna give the people what
about real life.
they want too.
we're gonna give them what they want, and that's why.
It made no sense for us to get on here for hours and talk about the stock exchange and Bitcoin if that ain't crypto. We'll talk about what's going on the latest in the crypto market.
And then
Nigga,
I do the expose.
I tell you what though, you just I tell you what they can do. They can watch our numbers on our content and then check the numbers on their content. And then we'll just compare the numbers because one thing that don't lie is numbers.
His bow ties
You
off.
know what I'm saying? And we can lasso G that, bow tie that, whatever you want to do. Let's just check the numbers, baby.
Tap in Wednesday night. He say, she say, we say. Hey, don't have when your children go to bed on that one.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely
Sunday,
put the
Truth
kids
Be
in bed.
Told television. Tap in, find us. We out here. All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all.